Hello and welcome to the Wrestling Group. I am your host Matt, and this is the final prediction video for the WWE pay-per-views this weekend, and it will be ending with the Evolution pay-per-view. Funnily enough, me and Ryan a few weeks ago did our fantasy booking on Evolution. I think we probably spoke about this in a few videos, but go and watch them. See if you think maybe our match card was better than what they put up themselves. Me and Ryan both agree. We feel like our match card, our fantasy booking was better than theirs. But preferences. But remember to always like, subscribe, and comment below on who you think will win. So obviously this is the second only ever Evolution pay-per-view in WWE. Obviously the first one being in 2018. And you know what, let's just give it a little rundown dead quick. So we had Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. Rhea Ripley would win, and that was for the NXT UK Women's Championship. That's how long ago it was, the UK NXT Women's Championship. I think Rhea Ripley was not even on NXT US at that point. She was NXT UK. So Rhea Ripley's built her way all the way up, pretty much, like through all the brands. We had Trish Stratus and Lita against Mickie James and Alicia Fox. And Trish Stratus and Lita would win. That's a random match. I don't even remember that. I'm probably not going to remember many of these. We had Nia Jax winning a 20-women battle royal for a women's championship match. She would win by eliminating Ember Moon last. Obviously, not Ember Moon anymore, but known as Athena. We also had another person, so Toni Storm. Obviously, that's that long ago again. She's just like obviously the main woman wrestler in AEW at the moment. So it's mad. Like Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. At that point, it's not even Io Sky, Io Shirai. And that was the Mae Young Classic tournament final, and Toni Storm would win. We had a 6-woman tag match, which was Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, which was Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. Funnily enough, Liv Morgan, the only one left in that group. And Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya would win that match. Next, we would have Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler would win. Becky Lynch would versus Charlotte Flair in a last woman standing match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch would win. And then we had Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, which Ronda Rousey would win. So, let's just move straight on. Let's see if this match card sounds better. So we'll start off with Jacy Jayne versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. It was a shock factor when Jacy Jayne beat Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's Championship. Shocked a lot of people. Obviously, no one thought that Jacy Jayne should have been the one to take it. Like, if she was going to drop it, why not just drop it to Jordynne? But I don't know. I think Jacy Jayne's just a transitional champion. I think obviously Jordynne Grace is the one that should be NXT Women's Champion at this point now, and then eventually can drop it to like maybe the likes of Zarya before Zarya before she comes up to the before Jordynne Grace goes up to like SmackDown, which is where she's rumored to sign. But yeah, I mean, this match could be good. Jacy Jayne's okay, but Jordynne Grace is the better wrestler in this match. So my pick will be Jordynne Grace to win this match and become the new NXT Women's Champion. Number 2, we have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. This has all the makings to be a great match. Both incredible wrestlers. Io Sky, hands down. I feel like she's a better wrestler than Rhea Ripley, but that's not to say Rhea Ripley isn't really good, because they are both really good, and that's why I think this match will probably be one of the matches of the night. you know, they've had fantastic matches in the past. They had a triple threat match at Mania with Bianca Belair, and that was a really good match. It was probably the best women's match on the card, to be honest. But yeah, I have not much to say about that match, other than I think Io Sky will retain and carry on as world champion, and then maybe face like Asuka at SummerSlam. That's my prediction. Next we have the Judgment Day so it's a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So we have the Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the defending champions, defending the titles against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, just a random pairing for some reason. Sol Ruka and Zarya. I'm all up for that because I love Zarya and I love Sol Ruka, so great. And the Kabuki Warriors, which is Asuka and Kairi Sane, which have been previous women's tag team champions before. Hands down, I feel like the Kabaki, I can't say it really properly now. The Kabuki, there we go. The Kabuki Warriors should win this match realistically. But I feel like Raquel and Roxanne will retain. Because obviously all the Judgment Day have just got gold now. It'd be silly for them to just lose it now and lose that momentum. Obviously they've got that whole thing of now all of them having to maybe now start dropping the titles, but not so soon. And that could be the deploying of the Judgment Day. Maybe when Liv Morgan returns, maybe that's why they lose the tag titles. But yeah, I feel like Raquel and Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez will retain the titles. I think Sol Ruka and Zarya will come close to winning it though. I think they'll be the people that get pinned. I think that's why they'll lose. Why they'll retain, sorry. Next we have a battle royal for a world championship match at Clash in Paris. Obviously there's not really no participants, like it says participants TBA, so I don't really know who's in the match. But by the names that are on this card, I can't imagine there's not many people. So actually I know Stephanie Vaquer, that's who I'm going with. There we go. I know she's in it. So there we go. Actually, yeah, I forgot a few people on NXT actually announced that they were all going into it, didn't they? I remember that. But obviously Natalia's in it as well. Julia's in it as well. And a few women from NXT. But yeah, no, Stephanie Vaquer all the way. That's who I think's going to win. Next, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why this couldn't be a good match. They're both okay. Trish Stratus is obviously past her prime now, but she's had recent matches. She had a match against Charlotte Flair, which was good at SummerSlam. So she proves that she still can have it, and obviously she had that little short run again, didn't she, last year, where she was like, oh, was it this year? I think it was. I can't remember. I think it was last year. But she had like a little run again, didn't she? And that wasn't bad either. That was all right, to be fair. I can't remember who she was teamed with. I think it was Dana Brooke. I think that's who it was. No, not Dana Brooke. Sorry. Zoe Stark. That's who it was. Zoe Stark. And then I feel like obviously my guess is Tiffany Stratton is just going to retain the title. She's going to drop it to Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. Speaking of which, next we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no-holds-barred match. So Naomi going into this match is the women's Money in the Bank winner. Obviously, if we're going to say Jade Cargill's going on to SummerSlam to, face off for the Women's World Championship, she should realistically win this match. But at the same time, we can't just have Naomi go on a big losing streak, and I know that happens quite often when they have the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's just loss after loss after loss, because it builds the character obviously more to be like, so when he does actually cash in and wins it, it's like, oh my god. but a no holds barred match. I think this is the only stipulation match. Well, obviously you've got multi-man matches, but that is the only singles stipulation match. So it's going to be terrible anyway. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill. I feel like she's probably going to put Naomi through a table or something. And like I'm calling it one of the whatever their finish is called, the Glam Slam. I'm going to say because that's what Beth Phoenix used to call it. She's going to do one of them off the maybe the middle turnbuckle through a table. I feel like that's how she's going to win. I'm calling it. You heard it first. And then finally, we have Becky Lynch, the defending champion, versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. I'm not really a fan of this match whatsoever. But if I have to pick someone, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch, just retaining. I don't really see the point in Bayley winning it just yet. I feel like she might win it at some point, but I just don't think it's going to be now. I think Becky's going to do a little bit more, and then she's probably going to go off for a bit, be a mum for a little bit, and then come back again. But yeah, I feel like Becky Lynch is going to retain, walk out, still the Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, there you have it. My predictions are all done and over with. I hope you enjoyed listening to my voice in 3 videos in a row. And remember to always like this video, comment below on who you think is going to win, and subscribe to be notified when we upload more videos to our channel. Thank you for listening.